It's Nona and Grandpa.
Well, they miss me. All right. That was Weston, by the way. What is it? Just a picture of your big old hand?
In my face.
In your face. Okay, cool. We're gonna wait for another couple moments. See, let other people get on. But this will be recorded, and I'm gonna do my best to upload it to YouTube. But I promise you that I am a yoga instructor and not have anything to do with technology whatsoever. I've been trying to upload a video to YouTube since, what time was it? 3 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Still not uploaded. So I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to do the videos. They are not going to be professional in any way. I'm not professional. So just bear with me the best you can. Okay, so today we're going to focus on balance and transition. So we're going to move slow, take it easy, but we are going to be working on our balance. So if you are going to practice this at home and you know you have really horrible balance, you might want to use a wall, get your mat next to a wall, okay? So we are going to start standing. Get me in the full picture there. And I want you to take your feet a comfortable distance apart, totally up to you. And plus, you're at home. Nobody can see you. You can do whatever you want. Roll your shoulders up and back and let them draw down your back. Oh, one more note. Because of copyright, there will be no music or anything like that in this video. So if you want, go ahead and take a moment to throw on some of your own music. Okay? Weston's recording, so... Whoa! How close is that? Can you still see my arms if I raise them up overhead?
No. People said it's hard to hear, though. So.
Oh, it's hard to hear? Oh, that's not.
Do you want to see your hands or do you want to see your feet?
Do you want to see my hands or my feet? Well, we're going to balance. I kind of want you to see both. How about if I talk louder? Would that work? Maybe? No? I want you to see both. How about here? Can you see both? No?
Just your, ears cut off, but I can see your feet.
All right, we're just going to deal with it. We're just going to deal with it. My hands are going to be cut off. That's the way it goes, okay? All right, so let's take it into mountain pose. Stand up nice and tall. And we'll try to talk much louder. Is that better? Can somebody tell me if it's better?
Yeah.
Is it better?
It's better.
Okay. All right. Open that chest up. Turn those palms forward. Soft bend to the knees. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to inhale. And then see if you can keep your lips zipped as you exhale. And again, inhale. Notice where that breath is moving to. It may be that you're just getting into your chest. The stress of everything that's going on is keeping you in your chest breathing. That's okay. Maybe you can get down into your lungs and you can take a little bit fuller breath. That's great too. Ultimately, we'd like to try to get a full body breath. So inhaling into the belly, the lungs, and the chest, and exhaling all the way out. So let's take 3 of those together. And you can continue to keep your eyes closed. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Palms come together. Exhale down through heart center. And do that again. Inhale, arms up. Palms together. Exhale through heart center. Everything looking good back there, cameraman? Inhale, arms up. Palms together, exhale through heart center. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale, palms together, down through heart center. Keep those palms right at your heart center for a moment. Spread those fingers wide. Close your eyes again for one more moment. And let's just take a second to center. Take a second to go inwards. Let's try to allow everything that's happening outside right now, just stay outside. Give your nervous system that reprieve it so desperately needs. Tell your anxiety, thank you for keeping me safe, but for right now, you can just sit over here. I got this. Tell your lungs, thank you for those beautiful, big, deep breaths that help to calm your nervous system. Be here for yourself for these next 50 minutes. Connect and quiet. And know, honestly, that we are collectively in this together. And then take one breath into that knowing, into that trusting, into that realization. And as you exhale, release your arms all the way down to your sides. And then we're going to come to the front of the mat. Go ahead and turn to face to the front of your mat. Keep your feet underneath you. We're going to do some very slow, modified sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, good bend of the knees, press your glutes back. We're going to swan dive down to our forward fold. Let yourself hang here for a moment. Let your head go, let your body go. Keep your hands planted if you can. If you can't get your hands to the floor, you can bring them up to your shins. Modify however it works for you. This is your practice. On that next inhale, come back onto that right foot. Come back onto your left foot. Lower your knees to the mat. Gently press back to child's pose. You hear my knee? Can you hear my knee? On the video, do you think they can hear my knee? On your next inhale, rise up to all fours. Walk those hands back just a little bit. Curl your toes under. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your gaze forward, look up to your thumbs, bend your knees, and walk your feet gently forward to the front of the mat. Bend your knees, pull your low belly into your spine, take those arms out to the side. Come all the way up and take it to your mountain pose. Pause right here. On your next inhale, arms come all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend your knees, draw your belly in, swan dive to the forward fold, protect your low back, hands to the mat. Inhale, step your left foot back. Take your right foot back. Lower your knees to the earth, and again, press back to a child's pose. Inhale, come up to all fours. Fingers spread wide, toes curled under. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your gaze forward, nice bend of the knees. Exhale, walk your feet forward as far as they'll go. Okay, plant those feet. Take your arms out to the side. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, pause in mountain pose. You guys are getting the pattern here. We're going to do this one 3 more times. You can always choose to add extra if you flow and you do the chaturanga and all of those things. You're more than welcome to do those. For today, I'm just going to keep it this modified way, but you add whatever it is you need to add. Okay? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. I'm leaving out the monkey pose on purpose for now. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Left foot comes back into a lunge. Lower your knees. Right here's where you can flow to your up dog and then down dog. Or you can just choose to exhale back to your child's pose. Inhale up to all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Curl your toes under. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and shake out your head for just a moment. Move it around. Make sure you don't have any tension in that neck. Well, all right. See if you can relax your neck a little bit. Well, I think we're probably going to have some tension in our neck. Inhale, bring your gaze up to your thumbs. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Pull your belly into your spine. Protect your low back. Inhale, arms up. Hey, Wes, any comments about anything? No? Everybody's good? Okay. Exhale, mountain pose. Two more. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Let's add our monkey pose in here now. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Pull your belly into your spine. Nice, straight, neutral position in your back. Exhale, plant your hands to the mat. Inhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Take your right foot back into a lunge or to a plank. Lower your knees. Press back to child's pose. Inhale up to all fours, spread your fingers wide, curl your toes under, exhale up and back, downward facing dog. And again, take a moment, shake out your head, move it around. Let's see if we can get some of that tension to begin to drop off. And know that once it drops into your yoga mat, it's gone. Yoga mat soaks it up. Nothing more to do. You can let it all go. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Slight bend of the knees, belly pulled into the spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. One more round. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Exhale, plant your hands. Oh crap, I can't remember which foot I stepped back on. Well, step back on the other foot. Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter. If I can't remember when I'm teaching the class, I'm sure not going to remember on a Facebook Live. So it doesn't matter. Take your legs back. I don't know. Lower those knees. Press back to child's pose. Inhale all fours. Curl your toes under. Exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Move that head around. Inhale, gaze up to your thumbs. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Plant your feet, soft bend to the knees, belly to the spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Oh, big reach, maybe a tiny, tiny sternum lift, also known as a gentle back bend. And then exhale, mountain pose. And then I'm going to turn to face you guys for this next part. So go ahead and stand in your mountain pose, nice and tall. Actively feel your feet on the mat. Check in with all 4 points. Press it down. Find that lift in your arches. Engage up your inner thighs. Draw that low belly in. Find your focus. We're going to work with tree pose. We'll do a couple on each side. We'll start low and move high. Okay, so let's start by bringing those palms together to heart center. And we're going to take and walk that right foot in just a little bit. So you want it underneath you. Really focus on squeezing and engaging that leg. Glute drawn in tight. Okay, knee pulled up, palms together to heart center. Keep your sternum lifted. We're going to take that left knee, you're going to just gently turn it out to the side. You can stay on your big toe and rest your heel on your ankle, or you can slide it up just a little bit. Are we good? Okay. So whatever one feels best to you. Down here, low, or right here, resting on your calf. And we're going to stand up nice and tall. You get to do whatever you want with your arms. You can take them out to the side. You can reach them up. You can take them into cactus arms. You can interlace your fingers, leaving your pointer fingers out, and reach them up to the ceiling. And I want you to grow just a little bit taller, a little bit higher. And I know you can't probably see my hands, so I think I'm going to take it cactus arms, drawing my shoulder blades back, opening up tall, staying with me. Take a couple more breaths. One more. Then as you exhale, let everything come back down. Shake out that right leg if you need to. Y'all are gonna see how out of shape I am. All right, here we go. Shake it out. Let's take it to the other side. Get that left foot underneath you just a little bit. Engage your knee, engage your glute. Palms together to heart center. Okay, we're gonna take that right foot now. And again, your sides are different. You might need this big toe to be down today. Maybe you can lift it up like you did the other side. Up to you. Engage those glutes. Draw them together. Pull that knee up. Lift. I'm gonna take my arms out to the side this time. Find some height. Draw your belly button in. Uh-oh, falling out of it. Come back into it. Find your focus. Find a place to rest your gaze, that drishti, that non-moving point. Holding it here. One more breath. Exhale, let yourself release, mountain pose. Big breath in, draw your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale. Release. Stand up nice and tall. Feel your body. Be present in this moment. Okay, as we prepare to go a little bit higher, let's go ahead and begin to take that right foot underneath us again. Draw that knee, engage that glute, palms together to heart center. Okay, so you can take that foot a little bit higher. Just remember, don't put your heel on your knee. It needs to stay below or it can come above, but it can't be on the side of that knee. Okay, so I'm gonna see for today, see if I can show off a little bit. This is showing off for me, getting my heel above my knee. Bringing that heel above your knee. This is a challenge for me. Palms together, engage those glutes. Your heel and your thigh are drawing into each other. They have this beautiful little dance where your thigh is pressing into your heel is pressing into your thigh, and then arms up, wherever you want them to go. Draw that low belly in, proud heart. Lift. Hey, if somebody's out there, will you tell me if you can hear me? Just want to make sure I'm loud enough. Wes, will you check? And then slowly exhale. Woo, not like that. More graceful than me. And take it down. Mountain pose. Shake it out a little bit. All right, let's take it to the other side. Walk that left foot in. Okay, and let's go ahead and slide that right leg up. I'm not sure I can do it on this side. We'll see. Press that heel into your thigh. Engage those glutes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Feeling a little off balance. Anybody else? I don't know why. Oh, way off balance. All right, let's try it again. Every time you fall out of it, just come back into it. All right, I'm gonna find my focus, my drishti. Engaging those glutes, lifting high. Breathing. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. As you exhale, release your arms and your foot. Woo, shake it out. Palms together to heart center. Big breath in. Turn the sides of your lips up to your eyes. Exhale all the way out. So if you have turned on your mat, we're going to turn back again, and we're going to go through some more sun salutation, just a little bit quicker and with a little less modification. So remember your modifications from last time, okay? This time we're going to add plank. Oh, we're also going to add some balancing table and some push-ups. This should be fun. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Okay, I'm adding a bunch here, okay? So on your next exhale, you're gonna lower your knees to the mat and you're gonna bring yourself into your tabletop position. You're gonna inhale your right leg back. You're gonna take your left arm out in front of you for balancing table. You can point your toe or flex your foot, whichever one feels good to you. Gaze to the floor, head in line with your spine. Exhale and release the arm, not the leg. Keep the leg out. Pull your elbows in tight. You're going to take your nose and try to reach it way out in front of you and touch the ground in a push-up. Push yourself back up and bring it back to your starting position. So I know this is confusing. Bear with me. We've got 4 more rounds. We'll get it, okay? Left leg goes back. Make sure that it's hovering above the earth, parallel to the earth. Right arm reaches out in front of you for your balancing table. Draw your low belly in, head in line with your spine. Exhale, that right hand comes down, pull your elbows in tight, reach that nose way out in front of you, try to touch the floor. Inhale, come back up. Release your knee, curl your toes under. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, bring your gaze forward. And exhale, walk your feet up to the front of the mat. We won't be pausing in mountain pose anymore. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Hold your plank here for just a moment. Strong core, belly pulled into spine. Exhale, knees to the earth to tabletop. Okay? Inhale, right leg goes back. And left arm reaches out in front of you for your balancing table. Hold it right here. Find that focus. Remember, we're focusing on balance and transition today. So we're paying attention to the whole thing. How do you move in and out of that pose? Exhale, left hand to the floor. Pull your elbows in tight, reach forward. Nose touches the earth. Press back up. Release your right knee to the ground. Inhale, left leg goes back. Right arm reaches out in front of you, balancing table. Hold it right here. Focus on a strong core. Focus on your gaze to the mat. Strong balancing pose here. Exhale, release your right hand down. Elbows pulled in, push up. Bring it back up. And release your left knee to the earth. Fingers spread wide, toes curled under. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze up to the front of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, come all the way up. 2 more rounds. Here we go. You got this. Exhale, hinge, swan dive, forward fold. Take breaks when you need to. You know the rules in here. Inhale, halfway lift monkey. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Hold your plank for a moment, strong core. Building a little heat, a little bit of strength. Exhale, knees to the earth, tabletop position. Inhale, right leg goes back. Left arm out in front of you. Breathe deep. Focus on your breath. On your next exhale, plant that left hand to the earth. Everything okay? You didn't put a filter on me, did you? What'd you do? Weston's messing with the camera. Take your push-up. Press it back up. And release your knee to the floor. Left leg, right arm. Find your breath. When you're ready to exhale, your right arm goes to the floor, right into your push-up. Press it back up. Release your knee down. Curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move that head around just a little bit. Check it out. Let that Neck release any tension. Uh-oh, I'm gonna lose my shirt. Inhale, bring your gaze up to the front of the mat. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, arms come all the way up. One last time for this, you guys. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, step back to plank. Hold here. Strong core. Puff up through those shoulders just a tiny bit. Exhale, knees to the mat. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Balancing table. Exhale, left hand goes down, push up. Inhale, come up. Knee releases, curl toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze up to the front of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet forward. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Come back out to plank. I'm not really sure what happened there. I forgot the other side. I forgot the other side. Come back to tabletop. So if you've never taken my class, now you know what taking my class is like. I have some memory issues at 42 years old. All right, left leg, right arm, balancing table. Well, you got an extra downward facing dog in there. Exhale, release your right hand down, push up, back to center. Now for real, release your knee, curl your toes under, exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Oh geez, this is why I do live, so you guys can really understand what my teaching style is like. Inhale, gaze up to the front of the mat. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale all the way up. Big breath here. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a moment. See if I can keep my shirt. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive. We're going to step it back to three-legged downward facing dog. So come into your downward dog. Inhale and reach your right leg up and back behind you. Just keep it nice and straight. Just lift. Exhale, float your right foot to the floor. Try to keep equal pressure in both hands. Okay, pressure in that right foot. Inhale, left leg up and back. Just three-legged down dog. Exhale, release it down. Now we're going to add a little bit. Make sure you got equal pressure in both hands. Inhale, right leg up and back. Bend your knee and flex your foot. Start to lift your right knee up to the ceiling, opening up your hip. Okay, drop that right heel towards your left glute. Lift that knee and look under your right arm. And yet, I want you to still try to get equal pressure in both hands. Easier said than done. Good. Inhale, bring everything back to center and gently float your right foot to the floor. Take it to the other side. Left leg comes up. Bend your knee, flex your foot, lift that left hip and that left knee up to the ceiling. See if you can drop your foot, your heel, towards your right glute. Equal pressure in your hands, and I'm not going to turn my head so you can still hear me, but ultimately you want to look under that left arm if you can, opening up that hip. Good. Gently bring it back to center. Release that left foot to the floor. Inhale, bring your gaze up to the front of your mat. Remember, we're focusing on transition. Gently walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Plant your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, arms down to your sides. Whew, mountain pose. Fix my hair a little bit here. All right. It's kind of sad to teach to an empty room, except Weston. He's laying there playing his video games. He just told me to be quiet. Okay. Now that you've caught your breath maybe a little bit, maybe not. If you need to catch your breath, take a moment, stand tall in your mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Control that breath. There is something we have control of in this world right now. We have control of our breath. Inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Good. Walk your right foot underneath you a little bit. Plant it. Squeeze. Everything is popping. Squeeze that right leg. We're just going to work on a quadricep stretch. So if you need a wall, go ahead and grab the wall. I'm just going to take my right arm out to the side. I'm going to grab the outside of my left foot. So I'm going to bend my left knee, and I'm going to grab the outside of my left foot. I'm going to squeeze my knees together. And one of the keys with the quadricep stretch is engaging your glutes slightly and bringing those hips forward. That will increase that sensation along the left quadricep, which is the muscles that run in the front of your leg from hip or core to knee. You're going to pull your heel in towards your glute. Stand up tall. Proud heart. Lift. Don't lose that engagement of those glutes. Keep drawing those hips open and forward. Take one more breath. You got this. And then exhale and release. Good. Let's shake it out. And we'll take it to the other side. Left foot, okay? Stand up nice and tall. Left arm comes out. I'm finding my balance. It's always just a little bit of testing it out. I'm going to reach back, grab the outside of my right foot. A little more challenging on this side. Pulling those knees in towards each other. Pulling my heel towards my glute. Finding that rise from my hip flexors up. Engaging my glutes. Seeing if I can get that pull to occur on my right leg. Breathe. Draw those shoulders back a little bit. One more breath. Exhale and release. Woo, nice. Shake it out a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Okay, we're going to head into dancer's pose. So dancer's pose is a little bit more challenging. We have warmed up our shoulders, haven't done a ton of shoulder openers, so just be kind and cautious, intentional with those shoulders. Okay, I'm going to take my right hand to my heart center. You can take your right arm straight up to the ceiling if you want, but for right now, I'm going to keep it right here. I need centering. In fact, probably one of our next classes will be about centering ourselves. So I'm going to bring my hand here. This time, it's like I have a serving platter in my hand. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to grab the inside of my left foot. And I'm going to pull it back in. Okay? Then I'm going to begin to kick my hand into my foot. And now I'm going to start to reach my arm out in front of me. I'm going to try to keep my body as squared up as I can. Really pressing down through that right foot. Holding my dancer's pose right here. Belly drawn in, belly to spine. Finding that dancer's pose. Breathing deep. One more breath. Inhale, come back to your center. Remember, we're focusing on our transitions also. Release your foot down to the floor. Good, I bet that was perfect. Big deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Left hand stays at that heart. Standing strong on your left leg. See if you can draw your knee up a little bit, engage your glute. Right hand goes out to the side. Let's reach back and grab a hold of the inside of our right foot. Center yourself. Begin to kick your foot into your hand and start to reach that arm up to the ceiling. Slightly out in front of you, not my strong side at all. I'm totally okay with that. Drawing that low belly in, belly to spine, trying to keep yourself squared up. Hold it strong right here. Find your focus in your breath. If you fall out of it, come back into it. If you fall out of it and you don't want to come back into it, hang out in mountain's pose with us. And then slowly begin to bring that knee back, the hand back down. Palms to heart center, and release your right foot to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Close your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Focusing on that exhale. Draw your shoulders back. Stand up tall, breathe. One more breath. Good. Inhale, arms up. Palms together to heart center. If you're not facing the front of the mat, let's go ahead and turn to face the front of the mat again. Okay, we're going to take it into a little bit of just gentle warrior movement. So this, now I really want you to focus on transition. We had some balance, and we worked on a transition in between the balances, but now we really want you to think about the movement of your body as you transition from warrior to pose to warrior pose. So palms together at heart center. We're going to step our right foot back, and we're just going to work with warrior 2 today, okay? So your right foot's going to open up, back right foot. You know, there's a lot of discussion about this. We say this all the time. For me, it feels better in my knee if I bring my back foot mostly parallel to the short edge of my mat. You can turn those toes in just a tiny bit. I need to have a slight bend of my right knee. If not, I'm going to lock it out. So I want to keep it slightly bent. And then my left knee is directly over my left ankle. Arms come straight out of those beautiful shoulders. And look over your left fingertips, warrior 2. So we're transitioning. We're going to focus on every little movement here. Big breath in. As you exhale, flip that left palm, reach forward just slightly. And we're going to exhale, reverse our warrior. So your left hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling like you're trying to high five someone back behind you. And that right hand, I always rest on my leg. Where you put it is up to you. Make sure that that left knee stays bent. So check it out. Look at your knee. Make sure it's bent into that reverse warrior. Okay, inhale, warrior 2. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Right arm up to the ceiling for modified extended side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. As you inhale, straighten your left leg. We're heading to triangle. Big breath in. Exhale, reach forward. Bring your hand to your shin. Right arm up to the ceiling for triangle pose. Take your triangle pose wherever you would like. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior 2. We're gonna pivot on our heels. We're gonna transition to a 5-pointed star. So as you inhale, start to straighten your left leg, lift your toes, pivot on that left heel, so now your toes are pointing the same direction. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, 5-pointed star. As you exhale, kick that left heel out a little bit, turn your toes forward. Warrior 2, now your right leg is in front, and your left leg is back behind. And the awesome things about videos, I know if you're watching it live, you have to follow along, but if you're on a video, you can pause it. If you're like, what is she saying? All right. Big breath in. Exhale, reach forward just slightly. Flip that right palm, reverse your warrior. Check your knee. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, your right arm rests on that right thigh, left arm up to the ceiling. Modified extended side angle. Inhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Now we're heading to triangle. Reach those right fingertips in front of you, down to your shin or to the inside of your right leg. I'm going to rest on my shin today. Left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze can either be up at your left hand or down at your right foot. Inhale, rise up. Transition to your 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2 with the left leg in front again. Okay, big breath in. Exhale, flip that left palm. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, left hand to left thigh, right arm up to the ceiling, or farther if you want to go all the way into your extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that left leg, reach those fingertips forward. Windmill your arms to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, five-pointed star. Exhale, warrior two, right leg in front. I need a break. As you exhale, reach forward, slightly flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle of your choice. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, take it to your triangle pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, transition to your five-pointed star. Okay, go ahead and turn your toes out just slightly. Palms together to heart center. Find a gentle bend of your knees, head over to the floor. If it's uncomfortable to have your feet turned out, then please, by all means, turn them in, okay? Whatever one feels better to your body, and I want you to head all the way over to a wide-legged forward fold. On your next inhale, start to straighten your arms, look out in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your glutes down. We're just gonna do a little bit of a strength move here. You can hold it right here. Your hands can stay planted, or you can begin to reach those arms straight out in front of you. Draw your low belly in, find your focus and your strength here. If your arms hurt, you can always take them down or palms together to heart center. If you're reaching your arms out in front of you, they can always come out, or biceps to the ears. That's my preferred, but it's up to you. Maybe you can take it a little bit lower. Breathe. Last breath. This is the best part. Inhale, push yourself all the way up. Holy moly. Exhale, warrior two with your left leg. Windmill your hands to the floor. Turn your back right foot into a lunge. Plant your hands. We're going to step it back to plank. You can stay here on your hands, or if your wrists are giving you a hard time, you can always take it onto your forearms. Take your feet just a little bit wider, press through your heels. Core is pulled in tight. Let's breathe. Stay with it. You can do this. As Kaylee always says, yes, you can. Every time she says that, I go, yeah, I can. So yes, you can. Breathe, core is strong and tight. Push a little bit harder into the floor. You're almost there. One more breath. Exhale, gently release your knees and press back to a child's pose. Softening everything on the mat, letting it all go. Knees can be together or big toes touching. Knees can be wide. Find your comfortable child's pose. We'll be here for at least 5 breaths. Let's do 2 more breaths, really focusing on a nice, long, drawn out exhale. And then on your next inhale, whoo, rise up to all fours. Knees under your hips. Inhale to your cow. Lifting your tailbone, drawing your shoulders away, lifting the crown of your head. Moving with your tailbone first, exhaling to your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 more. 3 more rounds, I mean. And then back, exhale back to your tabletop. Take a big breath in here. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, walk your knees forward. And we're going to come on to our glutes. So you're probably going to want to stay this way on your mat, running parallel. I'm just going to face you so I make sure that my voice projects well. Again, not a problem I ever thought I would have, having to speak louder. My son just rolled his eyes. Okay, so we're going to work with boat pose, and admittedly, probably my weakest core pose, just because I can't seem to get my abdominal muscles to support my back the way it's supposed to. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like there are a lot of people out there that can relate to this, that they feel boat pose right across their low back. And I promise you, I am one of those. It is really challenging for me to do it right, to do it in the correct manner. I've had 4 kids, which most of you know. I have a really bad hip injury, and so it's just challenging, and I'm still working on it, but making sure that I'm not working on it and making myself weaker or hurting myself. So I'm going to give you a lot of modifications so that you can find the one that strengthens you and doesn't weaken you, okay? So we're going to sit up nice and tall, feet out in front of you, knees bent. Okay, I want you to try to keep your spine as neutral as you can. I like to bring my hands behind my knees, whether it's mental or actually physically gives me a little bit of support, one of the two. And I want you to just angle your back, or your torso back. Finding lift in that chest, low belly drawn in. Hold it right here. Breathe. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, keep your feet planted, but take your arms out in front of you. Something wrong?
That's not showing you all the way. Dad called me.
Jay just called to tell Weston that the video's not. Aw, thanks for watching, Jay. Are you doing yoga with me?
Ty has been.
Ty has been? Oh, Ty's been doing yoga with me. Oh, sorry, kept you in there long enough. All right, sit up nice tall. You want me to move back a little bit?
No.
Okay, let's try it again. Hands behind the knees, lift up tall, neutral spine, hinge back. Hands come off the knees. These are all options, remember, nothing is ever required. And maybe you lift a foot up off of the floor. Actively and extra draw that belly into your spine. And then release it down. Lift tall. It's easy to lose that lift. Left foot reaches. I always use my hands as a reminder. It's just better for me. Might be for you too. And release. Let's go ahead and cross our legs for a moment. Sit up tall, big breath in. Exhale all the way out. And again, inhale in. Hey Cheryl. Yeah. We were supposed to do it at 9:45.
Oh, I thought it was 10:45.
No, but we can do another one.
Okay.
Exhale all the way out. Good. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. palms together to heart center. Let's do one more. Ready? Go ahead and bring your hands to the mat. Go ahead and take your feet out in front of you. Knees are bent. Sit up nice and tall. Take those arms out in front of you. Hinge back. Pull your core in strong and tight. Lift those toes. Maybe you can take your legs straight out in front of you. Maybe. Maybe you can lower it down to a low boat. Up to a high boat. Look at him shaking. Low boat. High boat. And then slowly exhale and release. Inhale, arms up, big reach. Exhale, arms to your sides. Good. All right. Let's take it all the way down, nice and slow. You can use your core work one more time. Start to roll yourself down. All the way, arms to your sides. Knees bent, feet to the floor. Walk your shoulders underneath you. Inhale, lift your hips, raise up to those shoulders. Exhale, roll it down. And again, inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, roll it down. One last time. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, all the way down. Take a big breath in. Move your arms out to the side. Exhale your knees over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale your knees to the left. Inhale to center. Take your right knee into your chest and your left knee into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And if there's anything left for you to do, you need to circle those ankles around or point and flex, whatever it is you need to do. Take that time, and then you'll slowly make your way to Shavasana. Now, I'm not going to record myself laying in Shavasana for the next 5 or so minutes, but I'd certainly like you to take that time. Maybe it's not Shavasana. Maybe it's a meditation of some sort. Maybe something came up and you need to take the time to journal. But find yourself in Shavasana at least for the next couple moments while I talk. Take a moment to list a couple things that you're grateful for. Breathe into this. This is a new way of being right now. And I know you've heard it, and I know I might sound like a broken record, but see if you can find these moments where there's something you didn't get to do before. Maybe you're like me and your cupboards are extra clean. Maybe you have some time to actually write a letter. Or maybe there's an opportunity to sit and cry, and be pissed, and be frustrated. Those are all valid. Those are all good. Those are all okay. Take this time for that. I'm going to be recording every day, I hope. Tomorrow, I'm looking to do one at night. It might be a little more faster pace. I'm going to have beautiful models in a couple of my next classes, so stay tuned. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can email me, you can even call me. I've like taken the next step. You can call me. I have answered the phone, and if some of you understand that that's a big deal, you can text me, you can Facebook message me. I am here, honestly. If things get bad, I am here. Let's go for a walk. You might have to deal with my motley crew, but we won't touch you. We won't lick you. You'll be safe. Well, okay, so I am here if you need anything. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. I cannot tell you how much I love you. With gratitude. Namaste.